I am so incredibly hyped for Shadow of the Erdtree. I can't contain. I'm so excited. The gameplay trailer that just dropped today was absolutely incredible. And Elden Ring, it is, and this isn't going to be a 7 or 8 minute video of me gushing over Elden Ring and how much I love it, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. But I'm gonna gush for it for just a little bit. What's going on, guys? My name is Harrison. Welcome back to the channel, and I just want to talk about my excitement for Shadow of the Erdtree and just how different of an experience Elden Ring was and is going forward. There's not many times where a DLC for a game comes out 2 years later, 2+ years later after a game releases. Most DLCs are usually already on the disc, or there's some sort of season pass that's ready to go, or something like that. There's not a lot of games that single player games that have DLC that um, kind of isn't already ready to go in year one. So it's rare that we get this. And B, the fact that this DLC is $40, and I have not seen anybody on the internet complain that it's 40. It's like, oh, it's $40, so that means it must be an extremely meaty and packed piece of content that it's going to give us another 20 plus hours in this game. There's not very many games that do that, and I mean, From Software is probably my favorite developer right now. I mean, they just make incredible, incredible and single player experiences that still haven't been bogged down with any sort of microtransactions. Usually you buy a FromSoft game, you're in it, and every and there's hundreds of hours in that game. There's yeah, every I think most FromSoft games except for I believe Sekiro had some sort of DLC where they add on, content and stuff like that. But it's always like pretty large single player expansions, and this is going to be their biggest expansion yet, to the point where it's kind of like it's not just a DLC. It's kind of like an Elden Ring 1.5, and that's insane because I put probably 100+ hours into Elden Ring at this point, and I actually booted it up today just to get a feel again because I do miss running through the lands between, and it still plays incredibly. It's sometimes it's hard to go back to a game a couple years later, even though it still plays good. But Elden Ring, I picked it right back up. I was killing enemies, and it was an absolute blast. It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to see what this DLC looks like. When we get our hands on it. It's again, I don't want to sit here and just gush over Elden Ring, but it really feels like one of those, dare I say, generational games, once in a generation type of game. I felt the same way with Tears of the Kingdom. It was a complete experience, no microtransactions, no anything. We're not even getting DLC for Tears of the Kingdom, which is a bummer for me personally because I want to go back to that game and experience new stuff. But it is what it is. But it just Elden Ring just reminds me of kind of the old school gaming back on the 360 days where it's content complete, and all that stuff. Even like, and again, gushing over Elden Ring, but here we go. Even the map design and the way the map works is the map is there, right? And it's up to you to explore. So you can see the little areas of the map and say, oh, that might look like an interesting spot. Go there, and find a grace or something like that. But I love the map design. I love the fact that there's not a million different icons on the map. You can choose to pinpoint, and then obviously, as you go through the game, it's going to be full of the grace markers or whatever, and the map will get full that way. But there's not any sort of like crazy HUD icons or anything like that with a million different places to go trying to take you in that direction. It just seamlessly takes you into the direction where either you want to go, or you're going somewhere, and then you see something in the distance, a cave or something like that, and it kind of pulls you off the path. Again, I know I'm talking about a 2-year-old game, but I think that's why Shadow of the Erdtree is so incredibly hype for me personally, and the fact that when I was sitting there waiting, because they kind of trolled us. They had the countdown like the 30-second countdown, and then it turned into like another 30-minute timer. So they kind of trolled us this morning, which is funny. But um, yeah, the fact that there was over at the time when I was watching over 400,000 people watching this, this trailer, or getting ready to watch this trailer, and in the queue to watch this trailer. Not many games can pull those types of numbers for a piece of DLC. That's insane. Like I don't think even the next thing, or maybe directs have a little bit more pull, but a Nintendo Direct is the only other thing I can think of that would be close to those numbers. I don't know. Elden Ring was one of those games that kind of just transcended gaming, and it kind of went into the kind of the pop culture space a little bit, kind of like Animal Crossing, New Horizons did, Pokemon Go. People just wanted to be part of that zeitgeist. Baldur's Gate 3, where people that don't typically play games are like, what is this game? And then I'm like, do you want to play peak gaming? Because that's what Elden Ring is. It's peak gaming. So all right, I think that's going to wrap up the video. I just wanted to talk about my excitement for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. It looks incredible. I almost bought that special edition. Um, it looks really cool, but at after I got it into checkout, it was like almost $300, include with the shipping included, and I'm still waiting on getting a PS5, so that's almost PS5 numbers. So I'm gonna hold off. It looks really cool. So the people that do get that, I'll be jealous, but it's a pretty pricey piece of statue, and obviously you get like the art book, or the book, or whatever it is, and a couple other things. But yeah, I'm jealous of those who are gonna get that. But yeah, I can't wait to dive in on June 21st, which is kind of funny for Armored Core 6 fans. The character you play as is 621, so kind of cool. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's just have a conversation about Elden Ring, because it's so good. And let me know your guys' hype level for this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy. And I will see you in the next video.